bringing you guys a new segment of 760 Sports that will be known as Give Me 5. This new segment will be a platform to talk, rant, and expose anything going on in the world of sports in under 5 minutes. And now I ask for you to give me 5 to talk about the Liga MX removing the second division as well as promotion and relegation of teams. You may ask, how is this even a bad thing if the MLS has never instituted a promotion relegation system? I'll answer that with a couple questions. Does the NFL have promotion relegation? Can a baseball team go from the minors to the MLB? Does an NBA franchise go down to the G League after a bad season? Promotion relegation is not a part of American sports. And with that in mind, soccer is not an American sport. Besides winning the title, another crucial aspect of the sport is giving those teams who are not fit to fight for the top spots a purpose for competing. Goes without saying that if you don't perform at the level you're expected to, there will be consequences. Let's take for example River Plate, a historical team from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Lifelong rival of Boca Juniors, saw themselves be relegated to the second division of Argentinian soccer in 2011 after accumulating numerous bad seasons. They would come back in one season and since have won 2 Copa Libertadores, which is South America's international competition. One against their town rival Boca Juniors and the 2015 edition that featured Tigres, who was representing Mexico. Now that I found my way back to Mexico, it was announced back in April that after various clubs voted on the subject, the Ascenso MX, as Mexico's second division was known, would be replaced with the Development League, where no teams would have the chance to be promoted to La Liga MX, as well as first division sides not having to face the shame of being relegated. And why is it that executives think that having teams move up and down the various divisions is such a bad thing? For it had not been for promotion and relegation, teams like León, Necaxa, Veracruz, Querétaro, and Tijuana would have never been able to have the tremendous success they've been able to have during their stance in the first division. Another team that greatly benefited from the system was Club Guadalajara. The year was 2015. Club Guadalajara was facing the worst time in its history by having to fight for their spot in the first division. Matias Almeida came to the rescue, just like he had done with River Plate, and guided the team out of relegation problems and even made history by being the first team to win both the league and the cup title in the same season since the Copa MX was brought back in 2012. This very same team would go on to conquer the CONCACAF Champions League in 2018 against MLS and Canadian side Toronto FC, who in that same tournament had took down America and previously mentioned Tigres. If I have yet to sell you on this, let's talk about the greatest Cinderella story in the history of soccer. 2008, a year where the Champions League final featured both British clubs Manchester United and Chelsea, while Leicester City had been relegated to the third division of British soccer for the first time in club's history. Fast forward 7 years, 2015, the Foxes came back to the Premier League after making the fastest 7-year rise to the top of English Football League system since Ipswich Town in 1962. That first year back was tough for Leicester, but after winning 7 of their last 9 league games, they placed 14th, as well as guaranteeing another year of Premier League competition. The 2015/16 season was a complete turnaround from their previous one. This season saw the English forward Jamie Vardy score 13 goals in 11 consecutive matches, which broke Ruud van Nistelrooy's Premier League record of scoring in 10 consecutive matches. This season would end with the squad winning the club's first ever Premier League title to a 5,000-to-1 odds. This just goes to show without smaller teams having the chance to go through the various divisions, we would never have stories like Leicester's. For those of you who follow Liga MX, how cool would it be if, in 5 years' time, a team properly developed, climbed up the ranks, and then went on to win La Liga MX? Sounds like a movie script, right? But you forget that Leicester did that, perhaps in the most competitive league in the world. How cool would it be to have our own Cinderella story in La Liga MX? Thank you.